Ask Reddit by Glorung1. Americans of Reddit, do you tip at a restaurant when you do an order pickup? Why or why not? Fuck no. I'm not tipping someone for handing me a bag. The entire reason I drive over there is to save money on tips and fees. Not anymore. Tipping is out of control right now. I've also stopped due to the completely out of control tipflation since COVID. I'll still tip nicely for sit down service and delivery, but I'm 100% done with tipping for takeout. Enough is enough. No, because they are just putting our order in a bag. Even if you ask them not to. Nah. I'm just making a purchase, I'm not getting service. Tipping is the pay for service. My feeling exactly. Same amount as I tip at a drive-thru. Man, my Bojangles lady handed me the scanner for a tip. No, why would I? I don't, because they have not served me, especially when it's one of those places where I just pick a bag from a shelf. No, if I were going to tip, I'd eat inside the restaurant and pay for the service. I'll tip pick up if I have a very large order, and request people's names be written on them. If I'm just picking up for a few people? Of course not. No, why would I? I tip for the table service or the delivery driver. Short answer, no. Long reason. I used to work one of those very same jobs where I made food and people came to pick it up unless they used DoorDash, Uber etc. I genuinely never expect anyone to tip me for just making their food. Sometimes they did and I'm super grateful, but most of the time they don't, and it's understandable. It's not their job to pay me more, it's the company. Fuck no. No dine-in only. Yeah. The only place I really order takeout from is a little mom and pop Thai restaurant down the street from me. I guess I do it because I would feel guilty if I didn't. Right, I do it for this one Mexican joint and one Chinese who I know the owners and I know that it's literally their family working in the place. My wife works next door and teaches fitness classes a couple times a week. One day the owner of the franchise chain came into town for group workout sessions that my wife attended. They did them outside in the parking lot and it was rather warm and my wife was starting to get a little nauseous. This sweet little lady saw her from her restaurant, saw that she was struggling a bit and ran out with more water and checked on her while the other people were like deer in headlights. So I don't mind throwing a few extra dollars, like $5-ish, on a to-go order for them. Big chains though, hell no. Pay your workers, you cheap bastards. Nope. If I have to come get it myself, no one is getting tipped. Primarily because the people handling your food tend to not be tipped employees, they are already getting a full wage. It is the kitchen and managers who usually put the orders together. But even if it was a server or bartender that brings it to you from the window, they don't deserve 10-20% for 30 seconds of work. My spouse is in the restaurant industry and was the kitchen manager at a restaurant during COVID. Tips on takeout orders got crazy and at their restaurant they all went to the hosts, who didn't even put the orders together. People went feral for host shifts. A lot of places it goes through servers or the bar, who are tipped wage employees. No, I stopped ordering delivery because I didn't want to tip or pay a delivery fee. I'm picking up the meal. I'm not using curbside. I'm going into the goddamn restaurant myself. I'm not tipping for shit. My rules: if I'm standing up when I order or pick up, I don't tip. Exception is drive-thrus, I don't tip there either. This is a good rule. No, I also don't tip at a storefront if all you do is pull a pastry out of a glass case, or pour a coffee. No, I only tip if I'm sitting while I pay. Fuck no. I tip if I have a server. I couldn't care less if it takes resources to put together a carry-out order. It's a service that's offered and I'm coming to pick it up. Payment for the food is sufficient. And before anyone comments, the fact that the staff hates me for not tipping means fuck all to me or anyone else. This isn't high school and you're not our friends. Your opinion of customers means literally nothing. Never. The whole point of the tip is for dine-in service. No, because I also don't tip the cashier at the grocery store, and they are doing the same thing except with uncooked food. I do because I make a lot of money and I want to reward the people that work at the places that I love. I assume my tips get split up among the staff. My wife hates that I do this. Same. I'm fortunately at a position in my life where an extra $10 or so doesn't impact me in the slightest. No, I am not stupid. The places I get food from are mom and pop's places, and I always tip handsomely because I want them around. Even if it's takeout.